Hello all you adventurers out there in TV land. My name is CB Studios, also known as Indiana Jones or Kurt, and welcome to CB Studios. Well, I hope you liked that intro, because I'm not going to try and do something like that again. That was a whole lot of effort, and I'm actually not even sure I can do like the rumble effect at the very end. But, hi, and welcome back to my channel, and as you can probably guess, we are very, very close to the release of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, the 5th Indiana Jones film. And it should come as no surprise, as I am a colossal nerd and a very, very big fan of anything Lucasfilm, very big fan of anything from the 80s. I absolutely fucking love Indiana Jones. I was raised on Raiders of the Lost Ark and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And I remember seeing Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull in cinemas. And it's one of those film franchises that is evergreen. Everybody wants to be Indy. I would even say it's a better role for Harrison Ford than Han Solo. Don't come at me in the comments, you all know it's true. And today we are looking at an Indiana Jones prop. It should come as no surprise, having a full Indiana Jones costume, that I do, in fact, have some Indiana Jones props as well. And the one that we are looking at today is, in fact, the chachapoyan idol from the opening of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Now, this is one of the rare items in my collection where I haven't gone for screen accuracy. I've in fact gone for a little bit different than screen accuracy. So this is a fan-made piece as far as I can tell. And the reason I think that is because it looks like a fan-made piece, and that's the only information that I could get for it. This was a piece that I bought from my buddy Rob, God, we'd say well over a decade ago now. And this is not painted. This is in fact a hollow casting in brass of the chachapoyan idol, and it's heavy. In fact, this lovely lady weighs about 5 kilos, just over 5 kilos, so you're looking at like 10 pounds in freedom units, which is pretty heavy. Now, I bought this because I wanted a metal idol, and I figured that a metal idol just looks cooler than any sort of painted finish. Back when I bought it, it was about the only option that I'd seen. Now, this was very heavy, and I did buy it within Australia, and it was shipped to me, and now it's its pride of place on this nice little styrofoam and resin plinth that I built. Now, there's not a whole lot to say about this artifact. In fact, it's fairly close. It's a fairly good facsimile. It's actually a great deal larger than the chachapoyan idol that you do see in the film. In fact, this is a 3D printed version that's roughly about the right size. In fact, this might actually be a little bit small, but this was a filament 3D print that I printed many, many years back when I wanted an indie idol that would fit in the satchel. And it's a 3D file that's found on Thingiverse, and this has been gold leafed, and I did a really poor job of gold leafing this. One day I'd like to print a little bit larger, work out the exact scale, and we'll go again from scratch. But this one's junk. This one's better. So, a couple of things about accuracy with this. There are several versions of the idol seen in the film, which is like most Indiana Jones props. There's a bunch of different versions. This one has the solid metal eyes, so part of the casting. If you do look in some shots of Raiders of the Lost Ark, there is one that has the solid metal eyes. There's also one that's got glass eyes, and in one very, very quick shot, you can see them looking from side to side. It was an animatronic gag that was then removed later on in the editing room, but it's still a really, really cool and very, very creepy version of the idol. This one, in fact, has hair that goes all the way down. Usually, you'd see a couple of big brass buttocks on this, but we don't have that. We just have the hair. It's got a solid base, as you can see, and I think this was all basically modified from the original design, just so that they could get a casting that would work for what they needed. One of the things that I did do with this is I got some styrofoam, a couple of big circles of styrofoam, and I covered it in some Barnes Supercast urethane resin and made like a little stone base for it. I painted it up with some grays and some dry brushing and a little bit of train layout moss just to give it the look, because I wanted something that would sit in my TV unit that really gave it the idol feel. That's about all from me today, guys. This was just one of my Indiana Jones props that I have in my collection. If you would like to see more, if you would like to see me talk about the wonderful costume that I am in fact wearing, if you want to see some more Indiana Jones props that I do have in my collection, then please give me a comment down below. I've got some stuff from the Last Crusade. In fact, I've got a bunch of stuff from the Last Crusade, and I've got a couple of more things from Raiders of the Lost Ark. I've really only got one from Temple of Doom because props from Temple of Doom are hard to get. If you've got an Indiana Jones costume or prop, definitely let me know what you've got down in the comments below. I love to hear what you have to say. And until next time, guys, don't forget, we named the dog Indiana.